Dear friends of the IAC Court and IAC, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Thomas Krommel, the chairman of the International Arbitration Center, and my honor to welcome you all to our today's event is only surpassed by my pride to host a professional gathering devoted to issues of diversity in arbitration, which is in turn only slightly outmatched by my pleasure of seeing such a high-profile audience in our lecture theater. Thank you for being here and for sharing your precious time and valuable thoughts. Dear guests, you are sitting right in the middle of an enormous success story. 880 cases concluded so far until today, and that's just this year. 33 court judgments, 150 arbitration awards, 707 mediation settlements. We are hopeful the court and the IAC will have cracked the mark of 1,000 completed cases by December the 31st of this year. In total, the court and IAC started operations, since the court and IAC started operations in January 2018, 131 court judgments have been handed down, 643 arbitration awards were issued, and 2,516 mediation settlements were concluded. The sum of 3,290 concluded cases speaks for itself and puts us firmly on the world map of alternative dispute resolution as the hub of ADR in all of Central Asia. Independent, impartial, efficient, fast, and to the very highest world-class standards. But before this becomes a commercial, let us turn to one of the biggest strengths that the IAC has to sport: women in arbitration. Well, I have to admit that we're having a bit of a diversity problem at the center because 72% of our overall cases were completed by women. And still, in 2022, we launched the AIFC Court and IAC Diversity Initiative, in particular to promote women in arbitration and women arbitrator appointments. We were prominently included in the ICCA Task Force Report on Diversity 2022. Our registry has 21 staff, all of whom are excellent specialists in their fields, 17 of whom are women. The AIFC Court has 3 women among its 10 judges under Chief Justice Lord Burnett, and the AIFC Court and IAC strongly believe in equality of opportunity and the pursuit of excellence in everything that we do, with our minds, with our hands, and with our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, before you lies a program both diverse in every sense of the word and fascinating on women in arbitration. And as we go through this day to learn from women arbitrators who arrived at the top of our profession through talent, courage, resolution, hard work, and positive attitude in the face of many challenges, as we discuss our topical issues, as we sharpen our senses for aspects of diversity we might not always have sufficiently paid attention to, let me send a very loud and very clear message of encouragement and appeal to boldly go where still too few women have gone before, to all our young women, law students, lawyers, arbitrators who are present here today. Ladies, you are wanted, you are needed, you have the ability to make your role in arbitration happen, and you can help to change things for the better. It is all in your hands, and I strongly believe your world will be one in which women in arbitration will be as normal as the reduction of daylight in the evening. We at the IAC can do a lot to get you started at arbitration, from internships to our training center programs to offering you pro bono arbitration mandates, which will help you gather experience and improve your ADR skills. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for all being here, and I now have the pleasure of inviting the Chief Justice of our AFC Court, the Right Honourable the Lord Burnett of Malden, to address you, and directly afterwards, Judge Aygul Kilderbayeva of the Constitutional Court of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. May I add a few words of welcome as Chief Justice of the AIFC Court, which of course, amongst its functions, is the supervising court for the Arbitration Centre. I'm delighted to join you today for the Arbitration Centre Women in Arbitrators Day. Recognition of the important role played by women as lawyers and arbitrators is perhaps overdue. But this Arbitration Centre was, of course, started by one of the most renowned women arbitrators in the commercial world. Its first chair, predecessor to Mr. Krummel, was Barbara Doman, King's Counsel, who is still a redoubtable arbitrator in London. As Mr. Krummel has indicated, we have with us today two of the women judges of the court, Justice Josephine Higgs, King's Counsel, and Justice Saima Hanif, King's Counsel, both of whom you'll be hearing from a little bit later today. There is a wealth of experience of women lawyers from whom you'll be hearing today, and that shows that barriers that once existed have largely been overcome, but perhaps not completely. And it's so different today from how it was. I started my legal career in the early 1980s, and there were very few women indeed in senior legal positions in the United Kingdom. And the world of commercial law was one of the last to embrace legal women professionals. It was extremely slow to change, and perhaps in part it's because the legal profession is not well known for embracing change, but change it did, with some trailblazing women scaling the heights both of the legal profession in London and also of the judiciary. And it matters. It matters for the reasons that the chairman has explained. But a legal profession that does not reflect the talent available, that does not encourage those with ability to prosper, is a legal profession that is working against the interests of the society it serves and its own best interests. Diversity encourages the best and ensures that there's a wide range of experience, of different perspectives, of different thinking, and it brings profound benefits. And so I'm delighted that we see today that the legal work around the Arbitration Centre is supported by so many talented women lawyers. Can I add that it is also encouraging for me to have met so many young lawyers, women and men, in practice in Kazakhstan, and also on my visits to the universities, which convinces me that the future of commercial law in Kazakhstan is bright. Thank you.
Қайырлы таң, құрметті төраға, құрметті қонақтар. Қазақстан Республикасы Конституциялық сотының атынан ұйымдастырушыларға осы шақырғанған және алғыс білдіреміз. И сонымен бірге жұмыстарыңызда сәттілік тілейміз. Сегодня председатель Конституционного суда Эльвира Балкасымовна планировала принять обязательное участие в данном форуме. Вместе с тем, по состоянию здоровья она не смогла и направила свое приветствие. Разрешите зачитать его. Уважаемый председатель, уважаемые арбитры и гости, дамы и господа, приветствуем вас от имени Конституционного суда Республики Казахстан и благодарим организаторов мероприятия за приглашение. Пользуясь случаем, выражаем женщинам, посвятившим свой профессиональный опыт и знания служению правосудия, свое глубокое уважение и желаем успеха во имя верховенства права и справедливости. Конституционный суд с первых дней своего создания продвигает политику равенства, справедливости и достоинства своей деятельности. Политическое решение главы государства воссоздать Конституционный суд и усилить конституционный статус уполномоченного по правам человека является ярким подтверждением стремления Казахстана к повышению правозащитного потенциала. Кадровая политика Конституционного суда и ряд принятых на сегодня итоговых решений подтверждают твердость позиции самого органа конституционного контроля на обеспечение конституционной гарантии недискриминации, равных прав и возможностей женщин и мужчин. Гендерное равенство и расширение прав и возможностей всех женщин и девочек закреплено в качестве 5-й из 17 целей повестки дня в области устойчивого развития до 2030 года. Данная тема в наши дни приобретает устойчивый характер, являясь не только неизменной частью дискуссии о гендерном равенстве, но и отдельной повестки развития права и системы правосудия. Несмотря на активное участие женщин в общественной жизни, они по-прежнему менее представлены на уровне принятия решений в системе правопорядка и правосудия. Поэтому регулярное и активное обсуждение данного вопроса стимулирует государство к принятию реальных мер. Представленность женщин в судебных и квазисудебных органах подтверждает прозрачность, инклюзивность и доступность правосудия для всех, кто обращается за защитой. Деятельность женщин в сфере права соответствует глобальным интересам общества в установлении справедливости и верховенства права. Современные женщины в правосудии и правовой науке однозначно мотивируют следующее поколение женщин. Судебное рассмотрение споров всегда имело такие преимущества, как формирование правового прецедента, структурированности, возможность апелляции, тогда как судебное рассмотрение спора пользуется устойчивой популярностью и стабильным доверием в связи с более быстрым и гибким разрешением спора, относительно низкой стоимостью расходов, возможностью сохранения конфиденциальности и деловых отношений, что немаловажно для бизнеса. Вместе с тем, для всех институтов непосредственное участие компетентных женщин в совершении правосудия вселяет доверие и уверенность обратившимся за защитой. Сфера правосудия привлекательна для женской природы, нацеленная на поиск баланса доводов и интересов разумности и соразмерности. Быть юристом означает не только возможность участия в изменении правового ландшафта путем формирования правовых прецедентов. Это разнообразие правоотношений и споров, которые можно всесторонне изучать, находить успешные решения и формировать правовые стандарты. Равное участие женщин и мужчин во всех сферах юридической профессии подчеркивает доверие компетентным юристам, независимо от пола и создает более широкий круг кандидатов для занятия судейских должностей. Только упорный труд, приоритет профессиональных вопросов, соблюдение высокого стандарта поведения, уверенность в своем потенциале и личностное развитие стимулируют юристов к внесению личного вклада в повышение качества правосудия и достижение справедливости, независимо от гендерных стереотипов. Уважаемые участники и участницы мероприятия Международного арбитражного центра, желаем вам быть лидерами в сфере арбитража, ориентированными на предоставление качественного, равного и цивилизованного доступа к правосудию. И еще раз благодарю организаторов в лице председателя и команды Центра за приглашение к открытой дискуссии. Азимова Эльвира.
Большое спасибо, Judge Kadyrbaeva. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, shall we start with our first panel? And may I ask the... I'm sorry. Absolutely, yes. May I ask the panelists for the first panel on empowering change, navigating... sorry.
Sergio Panarova is going to give her keynote before we start.
You see, I am completely dumbfounded by this program. Sorry about that. Sophia, the floor is yours. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, it's okay.
Didn't want to bleak you out.
Okay. Dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this important conference on women in arbitration. It is an absolute pleasure to see so many accomplished professionals gathered here today and united not only by the professional topic, but more importantly, by the shared commitment to advancing the gender equality in our field. First and foremost, I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Whether you are a seasoned arbitrator or inspiring lawyer or someone who advocates for fairness and justice in legal proceedings, your presence here today is invaluable. This event is a kind of a testament to the strides we are making in creating a more inclusive and supportive environment for women in arbitration. And the significance of this conference cannot be overstated. Arbitration, like many areas of law, historically here and everywhere, has been mainly male-dominated. And while we have seen some progress over the years, women still face the unique challenges in rising to the top of the profession. So, and events like this, they are essential because they do provide a platform to discuss these challenges openly and to share the experiences and to develop strategies to overcoming them. In the afternoon especially, there will be a training session on the unique experiences of how women can develop a career in international arbitration. So that, in my firm opinion, supporting women, it's not just addressing the gender imbalance. It is about enriching the entire field of arbitration. So women bring the diverse perspectives, innovative approaches, and the commitments to fairness. And they make the process and outcome of arbitration more strong. And by empowering more women to lead in this domain, we are not only promoting equality, but also enhancing the quality and credibility of the arbitration as a whole. So today we will hear from the leading women in this profession who paved their way in arbitration, and from emerging voices who are the future of this field. So the insights, experiences, and advices will definitely inspire and challenge us all to continue pushing for greater inclusivity. So on a separate note on Women Initiative of IAC, I have reviewed the reports of 2022 on gender diversity in appointments of the arbitrators and the proceedings, and statistics for IAC, they tell that Arbitration Center is the role model for all arbitration institutions in Kazakhstan. Let's look at some exemplary statistics as of 2022. Mr. Thomas Krumel before slightly briefly touched them. So 75% of all arbitrators in IAC are female arbitrators. And the number of female staff in leading positions as per report for 2022 is more than 67%. And 12 out of 14 staff are women, which makes like 85 or something, more than 85%. So, and the internship initiatives to promote the arbitrators and arbitration case management trainings for young local women. And within 2018-2021, 43 interns completed IAC internships, and out of which 28 are women, which makes like 65%. So, and I'm not going to be boring with these statistics, just I wanted to say that I went through the report. I think it's publicly available and you can go through it. And on the training initiatives, for example, on those who completed IAC training programs, and on mooting initiatives, everywhere we have and we can see the positive number, which is very inspiring actually. And so, as we begin this conference, let us remember that the work we do here today has the power to shape the future of arbitration. I do encourage each of you to engage fully, share your perspectives, and build connections that will help drive the change we all wish to see in the future. So, thank you all for being here today, and welcome once again, and let's get started.
Sofia, thank you very much. Sofia Gil-Kaidarova, one of the promoters and strong supporters of the IAC and managing partner of Signum Law Firm. I suppose if I were a woman, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe we should change the personality of the presenter next time. Anyway, thank you very much. You have now won the right permanently to address me as John Doe. Right. I'm looking at my master of ceremony not to make any more mistakes, but I think we're ready for the first panel. Ladies, would you come to the stage, please?